real driver is actually connecting this like humble but driven and talented and wonderful collection of local artists, connecting them to a broader network of artists using this new networking technology. It feels like, though, we've got the potential to actually create something here that pulls people in from around the country. Upon this block was a digital art event, lifting up 30 plus digital artists from around the city and elsewhere around the UK. And it was a way of lifting up and showcasing digital arts, because most of the time we see it on our mobile phones. It's important that we see it in the context of a gallery, an exhibition, so that we can actually appreciate it as it should be appreciated. So the screens that we've got connect to the blockchain, and they can pull down tokens from the blockchain and display the NFTs directly. But we could also wirelessly send videos and images to those screens as well. Were in fact donated to us by an Australian company. They heard that I was putting on a show and they didn't want me to just put TV screens up, and of course I didn't want to do that either. So they donated 5 NFT screens to us, and then we just borrowed some art easels from Unique Cottage Studios in Spalding and created this array of displays to lift up the art. So I have a background in virtual reality art. I was an early adopter of VR art programs, coming up to nearly 10 years ago now probably, and I've always been fascinated by that. I really enjoy the process, teaching them in schools and universities, but also creating my own artwork. But it wasn't until NFT technology came along that I was able to sell that artwork. Created an art exhibition basically, but I also wanted to draw attention to the process that goes into creating these art, because with digital art there's often a belief that the computer does all the work for you. So it was important that we heard from Steels about his process using light and water and sound, and also to see VR sculpting happening in real time and see that it's still a very physical thing. It's very much a visible artwork. It just happens to be inside a VR headset while it's being created. It was all done on a shoestring budget, basically, with no money, as a proof of concept, to try and see if there was a want for it, to see how it would land, to see how the venue was and how the art and the screen went on the night. And it was a success. And there was a team that grew exponentially as the days went on, as we pulled in favours from people, and I came out of the woodwork just to help out. So me and Jonathan from Digital People in Peterborough were sort of like the main people creating the event in the first place. And then I did all the marketing, reached out to artists, and there's lots of curation and communication. The DJs just popped up out of nowhere and volunteered to come and play. And then we had the supply of frames. We had artists coming from various different towns and cities to contribute their art. And then the venue itself, the Bewiched, were very, very accommodating. Digital art can be very confusing. A lot of the time people just assume like a computer has done that and it's easy, you know? And actually that's far from the truth. A lot of these digital artworks involve weeks, months, years of work behind creating a collection. So I think it's important that we create a space for communication where people can share ideas and share process.